All right, people, welcome back to the Kaiba Show. This is a bittersweet moment. Season 6 series finale of Snowfall has hit this week. So, I don't want to talk about it, but we have to. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba
All right, people. So Snowfall on FX is starring your boy Damson Idris. We got Carter Hudson and Isaiah John and a whole other assorted cast members that did a wonderful job on this show. And basically, if you've been living under a rock, the premise of the show is we have a young African American male, LA. He comes across some drugs, ends up flipping it, links up with a CIA agent that gives him more drugs. Damson's character Franklin learns how to flip it, learns new recipe to cut it, turn it into crack, and then we get the crack epidemic. Teddy is working with the CIA, so basically the government is at fault for why the crack epidemic hit the black and brown community as hard as it did. And this show kind of, showcases that and brings a light to it. I mean, a lot of us in the black and brown community, we already knew the truth, but it's just nice that we actually see a TV series based on this. And that's pretty much the premise of the show. If you've been living on a rock and you never heard of Snowfall, that's pretty much the premise of the show. Young black kid gets his hands on some drugs, flips it, links up with a CIA agent. He gives him more drugs. He learns how to turn the coke into crack. And all this money is helped to fund this war in another country that the U.S. is trying to prevent certain things from happening. So they need this drug money to help bring guns over to help the rebels fight. Like, I think it was like a dictator or somebody, I can't remember all the details from the previous seasons, but that's pretty much the premise of the show in a nutshell. And yes, this is season 6 series finale. So we're not getting no more seasons after this. The series has ended and it's been a bittersweet feel watching this show, knowing that this was going to be the final season, and just to see Damson's character Franklin Saint grow from this innocent kid into like this drug kingpin in LA, and then just how his life got ruined in this final episode. There's going to be a little spoiler talk with this one, so if you don't want to hear nothing, you haven't watched the final episode, I suggest you start watching right now. But yeah, basically in a nutshell, I'm not going to give a lot of details away, but just basically in a nutshell, Franklin let greed just ruin everything in his life. He wanted that money so bad. He did not listen to his mom, to Lee. He didn't listen to nobody, even his baby moms. And we just see Franklin go from having it all to having nothing in this final episode in the series finale. And it just kind of breaks your heart to see this character, even though he's done wrong. People don't get it twisted. He has done a lot wrong, selling that poison in the streets. But just to see him go from that to like, they never show him smoking a crack pipe, but it's almost like he was a crackhead at the final episode. So it's like you don't know if he's a crackhead or if he's just like the neighborhood drunk. But he is disheveled, and it was heartbreaking to see his character like that for like the last like 10-15 minutes of the show. But that's what greed does to you, man. Money is the root of all evil, and Franklin was so greedy and trying to get his money. There was different avenues of him to get out without having no worries. Yeah, it's not going to be the money that you wanted. It's not the 70 million, but like situations happen. And sometimes you just got to let that pride go. And Franklin didn't. But overall, I love this series. It was masterfully done. Acting was on point. the drug like action scenes, if that's what you want to call it, like the shootouts and stuff like that, the intense scenes, everything about the show was just well made. John Singleton started the show, but unfortunately, John Singleton passed away a few years ago. But I think he would be proud in the direction that the show went after he had, unfortunately left us. But overall, I love Snowfall. And like I said, it shines a light. It shines a light on like how the government, they did some shicey stuff, man, especially to the black and brown community, that people need to know the truth. And I don't know if Franklin Saint is a real person and they just based it off of a different type of drug dealer that was basically the Franklin Saint. You know what I'm saying? Like they just made it up, but there is a Franklin Saint. There's always a Franklin Saint, right? So it's just nice to see that they shine a light. Like I knew about this information. Like in the black and brown community, it's nothing new about the government is the root of like the drugs coming into our communities. We already knew that. We knew the government was behind it. But just to see a TV series about it so other people could know the truth, that they're the reason why. Like the drugs came into the neighborhood because they needed the money to fund this like guerrilla warfare in another country, like Nicaragua, I think it was in the show. So it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how you sacrifice a whole community for whatever little cause that you think is going to benefit, the country, quote unquote, overall. But you got hundreds, thousands of black and brown people dying over this poison that was sold in the streets. But overall, Snowfall, phenomenal show, well written. I would have liked to see the ending of the show go in a different direction, if you want my honest opinion. It broke my heart to see Franklin turn out to be like a bum. But I think I would have went a different route. But overall, I loved it. It was still a good series finale, season finale, everything. Last episode, I like how they just showcase how greed, man. Greed will get the best of you sometimes. Franklin could have left with a little something, but nah, he wanted that 37 million, and he ended up losing everything. Mama, friends, his baby mom, can't see his son. It just breaks your heart, man. He could have got out. His mom was warning him, but he didn't listen. But overall, if you never seen Snowfall, definitely check it out. Like I said, it was a well-made show. I loved every episode. Every episode. There's not a season I think that was weak. Some people might feel like this season was rushed. I don't think so. I like how the pacing of this season. But yeah, man, check it out if you need to. Binge it. It's on Hulu. It's an FX show. So yeah, man. You guys know the drill. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. After doing that, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. Please leave a comment at the bottom. What did you think of Snowfall? Overall, let me know in the comment section. I thought it was a well done series finale, man. I really can't complain. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.